Hello everyone! Ooh, my god, my voice. Let's try that again. Hello everyone, my name is Teo Salvador. Welcome back to another episode of Run8. We're here almost where we left off in the previous episode. It's about like 12 in-game hours later. And we're here with a BNSF SD40 and a Santa Fe SD40. I decided I was going to get the SD40 Pack 1. And it comes with a BNSF, a Santa Fe, a Union Pacific, and a CSX. Today, we're going to be taking these two beautiful locomotives out, and this is the first train we're going to be taking to Arvin. So, without further ado, let's get on. By the way, I do have a multiplayer Run8 server. If anybody would be interested on joining, just join my Discord, and the information to join the server is right there. Well, without further ado, let's get this show on the road and get to the Arvin route and continue servicing industries. Okay, we're about to enter the UP BNSF main line here. Otto is being very nice by giving us a bright green signal. Would you look at that? Yesterday, in the last episode, he refused to give us a green signal. There we go. We can see the train we got behind us. Boatloads of refrigerator cars. Yep, we do have a couple box cars mixed in here, but most of these are refrigerator cars. And we're going to be dropping these off at the many industries along the Arvin route. And if you look over here, you can see I've done quite a bit of work off screen. I have the Union Pacific SD40 right here, which I'm going to be taking this train to the Bakersfield yard and putting this onto the train that will be going to Barstow. And then I also got two SD40 locomotives and connected it to that one train that I said I needed to switch. All those cars there are going to be going on this line right here. If you head that way, there's a bunch of industries that need freight cars. So that's where these cars came from, and they're going to be going to BNSF Bakersfield for a train that goes out to Barstow. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'll probably do it off screen, though, because I need to update the supply train. But until then, we're going to be working on the Arvin route. Okay, we have a BNSF train passing on the right. Not entirely sure what it's hauling. I'm gonna guess those are probably the piggyback trailers, since that's really the only thing I don't have. I'm gonna request mainline authority. Hey, it's been granted. Good. So that means we're gonna start idling the train here, because right there is the switch off to Arvin. Okay, right here will do. Let's flip that switch. Okay, let's go over here and flip the switch. Make sure that we're going the right way. And then we're going to have to maneuver our way through and go all the way down the line at like 20 miles an hour to our first industry. That switch there, good. Everything else should be switched just fine. So, let's carry on. Alright, we got a street here. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. I have no idea when this video is going to come out, but hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. I feel like I say that a lot. That's okay. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. Listen to that horn. Nice horn. I believe that this horn is available on the depot's website. There we go. Awesome. Gonna have to be really careful. I'm actually speeding, so let's idle this, shall we? Just so that we don't derail anything. Actually, you know what? Maybe having it notch 2 would be okay, because immediately I begin to decrease in speed. Actually, maybe 1. Yeah, I think 1 will do here. There we go. I'm maintaining 17, which you know, that's 2 miles over the limit, but it's not gonna kill us. Hopefully. Dang it, Dragon. Ruin my shot. Also, by the way, I did purchase the double bay hopper pack. I only purchased the first one, so unfortunately, some of these are still box cars because they're from the second pack. I only purchased the first one. But look at this. I gotta say, they're cute little freight cars, aren't they? They're like, I don't know, they're tiny. But anyways, here they are. Okay, we're approaching K&O, and we're about just over halfway to our first industry. If you were with us in the last episode, these are cars that we switched, and they're actually ready to go. They're finished being serviced. I'll probably switch them off screen, though. Actually, I think if I was to do this... Yep, they've all been re-tagged and are ready to go, so I'll probably bring these to Bakersfield Yard, and I don't know if I'm going to put them on the current train that's going to Barstow. That train's getting a little bit long, so I might send that train out and start building a new one, and that Union Pacific that had those grain cars on it, I might also put it with the new train that I'll probably end up building. And I realize I'm also speeding, so let's idle this. And this right here on the right was the last industry we had to service. So, continuing on to this line here, there's a bend in the track that goes to the left. And just a little bit further down will be our first industry, and I believe that's KBP. Ooh, I'm going to end up turning into the siding. I really don't care, actually. I don't want to be in the siding, but whatever, it's fine. And then I want to say that the second industry over there is KIL. So, KBP and KIL are our first industries. KIL, actually, the cars for KIL are at the very back of the train, and I'm not entirely sure where KBP is. Ah, of course, KBP is sitting right here, at the very center of the train. Because, you know, that's very beneficial when you have your first industry that takes 4 cars that aren't at the front of the train, they aren't at the back of the train, they're in the very middle. So that means what we're going to need to do is disconnect IFF just before KBP, push KBP into the siding, connect, what car is that? That's going to KRL. Connect KRL to IFF, take the train all the way down, and then back these cars into KIL. There's going to be quite a bit of shimmying around, but it's nothing we can't do. And right here is the bend. The speed limit is 10 miles an hour, so I probably should just idle this in. As you can see, it's a very sharp bend, though. It's, yeah, pretty sharp here. And that's why we have to go so slow. Not only is it, you know, an old train track, but you know, it's also a very sharp bend, so we got to be very careful. Okay, I'm going to start putting the brakes on the train. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the train right here. We're going to park KBP into its industry right there. And we're going to take IFF, which is just here, further down the industry, park it into its slot. We're going to take KRL, and I think we're going to put KRL into this siding because I have to back it in. So I have to run around the train and then push it that way. You know what, first things first, because I can sit here and try to explain to you what I want to do and then absolutely mess up in doing it. Alright, how about we put on the brakes? You know, have you ever heard of brakes? We're going down on a 0.50% grade. It's obviously really awesome. Or, you know what, it wouldn't be an episode of Mateo-Tube if we didn't slam into the buffer. Okay, give it just a little bit of speed. Just push it a little bit more so that I'm out of the way of the track. I'm not, no, there's no more industries along this little pathway here. Alright, I reckon that I'm going to back it up just a little bit more so that it's straight. If we could do. Okay, that should work right about there. Awesome. Alright, let's put that into neutral, put the lights on dim, and get these cars disconnected. And now these will be out of our face. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to take KRL and just park it in the siding for now. Okay, and now we're going to go grab IFF and pull it down the line and park it into the industry. Then we'll also put GUL into its industry, and that will leave GVP at the very front of the train, and we'll put this with KRL for right now. Oh, going a little bit quick. Ooh, that was actually not too terrible. All right. Could have been worse, I suppose. Nothing broke, so that's good. Okay, let's connect this. Why is this train jerking back and forth? That's a little bit scary. Partially open that up, and that's going to start filling. I would like to see real quick what we got here. IFF. What I probably should do is pull this entire train forward. It should be able to fit into the siding. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this entire train forward. I was gonna disconnect the train right here. Well, actually, most of these are IFF. Look at that. Look at how many are IFF, actually. I was gonna disconnect the train right after IFF, so AGG. We would have disconnected the train right here. But I think I'll just pull it forward, and that'll at least make things easier for us so we don't have to go so far down later. And for the time being, we're going to leave KIL right here. Close that up, disconnect that. Shablam, there we go. See, that's the sound that I need to know that everything's working properly. Awesome, perfect. And for the time being, we're going to connect AGG and pod to KRL. Okay, there we go. Awesome. I should probably keep this backing up. All right, yep. So let's connect that. Partially. Now I'm going to open up that, partially open that up, and then I'm going to see if I can back this up all the way in here. And that will do right there. Awesome. All right, disconnect that. There we go. And I got to reverse this just a hair so that I can disconnect the coupler, because it's not that kind of train game where you could just kind of like cheat this in. And there we go. Awesome. Open coupler. Let's take IFF to its parking spot, which is just down the train line. It's just here, and as you can see, we have boatloads of track space. These poor cars that are sitting on this road here, all because this one van needs to go across the railroad crossing. And this should do right about here. We can start applying the brake. There we go. And back this up into IFF. There's tons of space. Alright, while this thing is stopping, let's flip the switch. And, oops, which one will we park first? Let's park closest to the platform first. You know, I have to say, for being an old set of... Oh, my voice cracks. For being a very old set of train tracks, they're in very nice condition. In real life, if you were watching the video I did when we showcased this map, in real life, these tracks are a lot more decayed. A little bit of a shame, really. And that right there... Oh, I should probably slow down. Man, okay, I wasn't expecting to stop this early. No, no, nope, nope, nope. Come on, you can go a little bit further. No, railroad crossings, you don't need to go down. I mean, there's no gates here, but you don't need to ding-a-ding-a-ding. It's okay. Can you reverse a little more? Ah, you know what? Screw it. You want to sit on the buffer, you can sit on the buffer. Who cares? Okay, the train was moving the train was moving for a second. I looked on my rail driver, and it said that it was going 3 miles an hour. That was engine speed. Don't forget, the speed of the back of the train can be different than the speed of the engine, just because of its distance. All right, I guess we'll disconnect it right here. SPFE. All right, there we go. Disconnect that. No, there we go. Awesome. Oh, look at that. I don't even need to pull back in order to open the coupler. How nice. There we go, and this can just sit here like this. That looks very nice. Both cars are the exact same. Let's see, I bet yep. These are some very identical trains that I have sitting right here. Awesome, and look at that. They fit almost perfectly. It was like, you know, I don't even know. I have that set to partial? Why do I have that set to partial? Alright, close that anyways. And there we go. And now we can take this and put it somewhere. Where do we put these ones? Right here? Right here. Perfect. So GUL will go here, and that will be the next set of freight cars we park. Well, I suppose that if it was anything like real life, these people would not be sitting here. They would have drove right across this. You know, we're having a really bad rainstorm here. And part of me is a little bit concerned that the power is going to go out. Because that would happen here while it's raining. So I'm just going to, you know what, I'm just going to save this real quick. Let's just, you know, be safe about this and save it as a full day. There we go. Perfect. This is a very, very busy intersection right here. Freight cars are being serviced. Things are getting done. Alright, that should do right about there. Let's put on the brakes. Put on the brakes before we hit the buffer, which is quite a distance away. But that should do it right there. Awesome. Put this into neutral. Let's put on the brakes, and let's take GVP and put them with those freight cars on the right there, or excuse me, on the left, the other right, the left. That's what I meant to say. Jeez. Oopsies. I derailed. Dang it. My bad. Didn't mean to do that. Oh. Oh, dang it. I thought that was going to be the... never mind. Mateo, there's absolutely nothing you can say that can save yourself from this situation. Alright, let's disconnect that. Let's get this beautiful Santa Fe SD40 connected to KBP, push that into its siding, and then we're going to have to run to the opposite side of the train and start shimmying this crazy thing. Alright, first time I've been in the cab in like an hour. Man, it's already 4:45. I started recording at 3 o'clock. I don't even know how many minutes this video is. Hopefully not that many. You know what it is? It's all the moving around that you have to do in this game. It's really all the shimmying and all the moving around. You could be sitting here for hours playing this game and doing very little work. But you know what? That's what makes this game a lot of fun. That's what makes this game a lot of fun. There's a lot of work to do. It's not, you know, definitely isn't an easy game. And that's half of why it takes so long to do things. Although, there is a save feature. World of Subways... Although I suppose in World of Subways you don't really need a save system, but still. Alright, maybe I should slow down a little bit. I was testing out the train horn. This is the horn that I put for this SD40. And, like, I feel like it's fitting. Like, listen to this. I feel like it's fitting, but I think there's a better horn we could put for this train. You know what? I'm going to try to shimmy this in first person. We haven't really done much first person stuff in this game. We've been flying around and cheating. If anybody wants to join our multiplayer server, we could use conductors so that we could do stuff like this. Somebody could be standing on the edge of the train, directing us in. Be kind of fun. Would be a great job if you're new to the game and you don't really know what to do. And I can't see a thing. So I'm just going to idle this in. I'm going to start putting the brake. Yeah, I'd say right there would do. Actually, we could back it up a little further. No, the EOT. No, it's crying. I'm sorry, I forgot about you. Let me take you away. Alright, that should do right there. Let's go and couple this and shimmy this crazy thing in. And I think that might be it for this episode. Okay, that's fine. Close that, open up the coupler. Alright, you know, I gotta say, having these freight cars here is very satisfying. It's like things are actually getting done here. Okay, we're going to reverse all the way to GBP and park those cars in its industry. Okay, and we are parking these refrigerator cars into this siding. And I think this is the last industry on this set of track here, at least as far this way as we can go. And the rest of the industries are yonder that way, so it's just a matter of shimmying everything into place. Hopefully it does go into place, but this is why it takes a while. Wow, and I didn't even hit the buffer this time, but could this train, like, stop? Thank you. Do I need to back up even more? I need to back up a little bit more. Dang it, so maybe I need to back all the way into the siding. Actually, am I going to even fit? I don't think I'm going to fit all the way. Unless, man, I got excited because I was like, wow, I didn't even hit the buffer this time. And obviously there's not enough space, so I'm going to have to hit the buffer whether I want to or not. Can you stop right there? Can you, like, chill out for 3 seconds? Alright, you know what? Screw it. That'll do. I have no reason for this siding anyways. That'll do right here. Ah, you know what I did? I closed the wrong angle cock. I was supposed to close this one, keep this one open. So now, we're going to pretend that didn't happen. So, I wanted to disconnect this one, keep this one open, shablam, and close that, open up the coupler. And now the whatchamacallit system, let's see, the PCS system is not activated. Okay, and I'm going to start braking the train. Next cars that we have here, the next industry right here, is KRL. KRL is right behind us. So I'm going to start braking the train right here. And we're going to disconnect everything behind KRL and push this into the industry. That'll just make it easier for us. Oops. Dang it. Okay, well, I didn't fit into the siding, so we're going to split this train into half. The rest of this is going to go in this second track here. Blah, there we go. Close that, open up the cupola, and we can move. And you know what? For the fun of it, we're just gonna hit the buffer now, because you know what? It just makes it easier instead of trying to brake. Shablam! There we go. And let's put on the brakes so we don't go forward. Actually, you know what? That'll do right there. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's continue. Our next industry on the list is Pod, and then AGG, and that is it for this run. Man, it's 5:25. Unfortunately, I'm probably only going to have to... This is probably going to be it for this episode, just because of the amount of time I have to record. But hopefully everybody's having a good time. Okay, and we're going to leave AGG right here, and put Pod into the siding. And then AGG is just over there, and that will be it for this run. Okay, right about there should do it. Actually, I should probably check to make sure we're in the industry. Yep, right there should do it. I'll let it go back just a little bit more. Maybe give the engine some power here, just maybe an inch of power so we can pull this all the way into the siding. And good, right there should do. Let's put on the brakes and get this disconnected. Do I have an EOTD? No, I don't. Alright, put this into neutral. There we go. Okay, let's just pull this up a little bit. And we'll get, what is that, AGG, I think? Just so you know, it's been I think it's been about 5 hours since I started recording. No, that's not true. I started recording at what, 1 o'clock? 2 o'clock? It's 9 p.m. right now. I had to leave for a couple hours. And now I'm back to finish this. And I think we're going to do one more train. I might split this up into another episode. We'll have to see. Depends on what I end up doing when I edit this. I'm probably going to do... I don't know. We'll have to see. We have that big factory at the end of the line. I'll probably service that on camera because that looks pretty interesting. But we have that stretch of industries that are just over there before that really big factory yonder. I'll probably do those off screen because it's pretty much the same deal as this. You know. We'll have to see what ends up happening. I don't know. Alright, so we got 3 cars, that's all we need to do, and we need to deliver them to that industry right up there. I gotta say, looking at this train line and seeing all the freight cars and everything, looks pretty cool. It's like the line looks busy, looks satisfying, I like it. I might change this horn for another horn. We'll have to see. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad horn, but I don't know, there's better horns. And also, I'm speeding. You can see I'm going 30 miles an hour. The speed limit through here is 20. Oh, man. And I think the speed limit around the curve is like 10. So, we're going at good speed right now. I don't know why I've been speeding. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe what it is I've been on this line so much over the last couple weeks that I'm kind of becoming robotic about it, you know? But whatever, it's okay. I recommend this line. That's good. Alright, so right about there, we can probably start putting on the brakes. And by the way, I just realized I still have this door open. Whoopsies. Alright, right there should be good. There we go. Okay, almost there. We'll take a look at the industry list once we're done here. Hingo! Wow. I wasn't even going that fast. Jeez. What the heck? Bros, I wasn't even going that fast, man. Oh, whatever. Can I repair this on the spot? There we go. Awesome. Perfect. This looks very nice indeed. Is this all on the platform? Hey, it is on the platform. Look at that. Nice. It'd be kind of cool. Here, you know what? Let me walk on the platform. Sorry, for some reason in this game you can't walk on platforms. It'd be nice if these doors were open, because then you could see inside of them, you know? You know, kind of like this one here. You can like walk inside and be like, oh, interesting. What are you, by the way? What are you? Just a piece of metal sticking out? Whatever the heck this is. Okay. And there's one right there too. Interesting. All right. Well, let's get this let's get this disconnected and go back to Bakersfield Yard. Shablam, that's what I wanted to do. Open the coupler. Alright. So now I'm going to go back to Bakersfield Yard. I don't know if this is going to be the end of the episode and, you know, if I'm going to service that far industry in the next episode or what I'm going to do moving forward. It's late, so I have some other things I have to do tonight. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to finish this recording session here and, well, obviously if I continue it, enjoy the next half of the video or whatever. But if this is the end of the episode, thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Peace.